They didn't scream and yell and say we weren't going to listen to federal district court judges.
The Supreme Court blocked me from relieving student debt, but they didn't stop me. So far, I've relieved student debt for nearly 5 million Americans.
Stephen A. Smith confronts his own people, his own staff, on being too Democrat. The Democrats are a loser brand. No one wants to be a Democrat. No one wants to follow them. Welcome to the channel. I'm Doug. I'm just here to bring you guys kind of an overview of today's news. We're going to start with, this is Joe Scarborough. I'm just going to throw this little clip in as a bonus. This is Joe Scarborough being completely wrong, where he claims that Trump is the first to defy a judge. Then we're going to cut straight to Joe Biden defying a Supreme Court judge.
Again, like I said, George W. Bush had to deal with this. Barack Obama had to deal with this repeatedly. Joe Biden had to deal with this. They didn't scream and yell and say we weren't going to listen to federal district court judges.
The Supreme Court blocked me from relieving student debt, but they didn't stop me. So far, I've relieved student debt for nearly 5 million Americans. A significant number are black borrowers.
He opposed, especially black borrowers, he opposed the Supreme Court when the Supreme Court said you cannot forgive student loan debt. So Trump is opposing a much lower judge than even Biden did at the Supreme Court. So this is just to say that it's happened before. It's a common issue. It's not weird. The Democrats want you to freak out over it because they want you to freak out over, frankly, everything. Now here's Stephen A. Smith on his own staff. He's trying to tell the Democrats, hey, get on board. Watch this.
I got a story to tell.
I'm sorry about. I didn't realize I was going to start with full volume. He's like a cross between a black preacher and Wolfman Jack. I didn't know we were doing this today.
I got a story to tell the Democratic Party. Are you ready for this? Rather than telling us what we should vote against, maybe you should present us with options of what to vote for.
They're not for anything, Stephen. They're only against stuff. That's why the Democrat Party is so lost in the woods. They've got no message. That is the message, that the Democrat Party's, all their policies have fallen away. They're unpopular, and no one wants to pick them up and drive them forward and say, yay, this is us. All they're doing now is they're burning Tesla dealerships down. That's all they've got left. Destroy Tesla. That's what the party stands for now. And he's going, why don't you guys tell us what you're for? What are the Democrats for? If anyone has an answer to that, put it down in the chat below, in the comments below. What are the Democrats for besides destroying Tesla? Is there a stronger brand for the Democrats right now than destroying Tesla?
Just a thought. I mean, my God, are you okay, Michael, with me suggesting that? Are you okay with me, Sherry, suggesting that? Rashawn, Galen, and all of the bunch of leftists that's under my umbrella trying to act like they're independents when they're full of it. I'm talking about my whole damn staff.
Oh, he just threw his own. Dude, your employees. He's at war with his own employees that are Democrats. I'm talking about my own damn. He damned his staff. What a terrible boss. Don't do that, Steve. You could fire him. Just fire him. But he's shredding into his own staff. And we've got more quotes on this. So first, let me do this. But the war at the Democrat Party is within the Democrat Party. Right now, the biggest force fighting the Democrats, because the Republicans, we don't have to even pay attention to the Democrats anymore, okay? They're the past. They're stuck in the tar pits. They're like the mammoth, the woolly mammoth stuck in the tar pits on his last breath. We're about to go extinct. That's what they're doing in the tar pits. So Republicans, we just leave them alone. Now they're stuck. You know, they have that last little watering hole, and all the animals that are thirsting to death that are Democrats are coming over there and tearing each other apart, including Stephen A. Smith shredding his own staff, little hippie interns.
I can say it with love and affection because I don't mind. I'm a centrist. I think my man Rashawn is a centrist. The rest of these damn people working for me, I mean, what left-wing party are you associated with? I mean, you got to believe this stuff. You got to listen to it to hear it. I'm going to say it again. Rather than come to folks with what to vote against, how about telling us what we should vote for?
You have nothing to vote for. Transing kids, open border, to keep paying for the Ukraine war. That's your whole party. Making fun of Trump for trying to lower the price of eggs, making fun of Trump for not reducing gas prices fast enough. That's your party. Your party is also the green movement saying buy electric cars to keep that awful dirty oil carbon emissions out of the air. And then when you buy the electric car, the most successful electric car company in the world, we will burn it to the ground and belch like poisonous lithium-ion batteries into the atmosphere. They're loopy. Okay, now speaking of loopy, here's a brand new Chuck Schumer getting roasted on CBS Mornings. That's the theme of this thing, is by his own party, right? The Democrats are at war with Democrats, and that includes, in this case, CBS Mornings basically calling for Chuck to retire.
Your own party, they're saying, look, it's time for you to go. They no longer trust your leadership. They want somebody else in there. What do you say about that?
Here's what I say.
In your own party saying
Yes.
that's to go.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm the best leader for the Senate. We have a lot of leaders. You know, when you don't have a president, there's not one leader of the party. There are lots of them. We have a lot of good people. But I am the best at keep winning Senate seats. I've done it in 2005. Just in 2020, no one thought we'd take back the Senate. Under my leadership, we took it. So we now are executing.
You're not going anywhere.
We have a great.
She's going. So just to clarify, you're not going anywhere. See, she thought when I excused you, Chuck, I thought you'd go away, and now you're telling me that you're not going anywhere. Yeah, he's not going to listen to you, news face. You didn't convince him yet. Democrats are megalomaniacal, attracted, obsessed with power. He's not going to look at him. Look at his clutched fists. Does it look like he's going to give up power from my cold, dead hands?
We're moving forward. Hakeem and I have a plan. Let me just say this. There's a real contrast between the parties. The Republican Party now, particularly in office, is the party of rich oligarchs who want to really screw every average American so they can get tax cuts.
Said the rich oligarch who screwed Americans over and got his own tax cuts.
For the rich. And we are fighting that every day. So today, we just issued a statement at 8 o'clock that describes it. Hakeem and I, we have a day of action on Medicaid.
Hold on. Before he goes into this frabba-jabba, this is a giant obfuscation. This is a distraction, what he's bringing up right now. Look at his body language. Does this look like a confident man? He is terrified. Chuck Schumer, watch his performance in this. He doesn't believe a word he's saying. He doesn't think his job is secured. And if you flinch, if they smell fear, they will come after you and they will peck you to death. I believe Chuck Schumer is going to be either removed or stepped down from his leadership position. I think his days are done. He's basically telling you right now by his performance, I'm in the past and everyone's done with me.
In every state, in every corner of the country, Democrats are talking about they're going to Medicaid centers. They're going to people who would be deprived and
Senator, people don't have faith in the Democrats.
Well, let me say this. Look, and we're going to do this day in, day out on issues. Why are they doing tariffs and raising your cost $2,000? It's beginning to work. Why are they taking away Fannie and Freddie and raising your housing costs dramatically? It's beginning to work.
His filibuster's almost over, and they're going to jump him. He's got 2 of them now, 3 of them ready to jump him as soon as he's done with this filibuster statement.
Have come down. If we keep at it every day, relentless fighting and showing how they're hurting people so badly, Trump's numbers will get much lower. Yeah. And his both popularity, but also his effectiveness will decline. I believe that strategy will work.
May I hold up the book?
And they jump him. Okay, next quote. This one is from the news people at the press secretary on the Democrats, their brand now. Tim Walz bragged about Tesla's stock getting down to $250. Tim Walz goes, I'm happy I get to watch the Tesla stock dive. By the way, disclosure, I own a little Tesla stock. So Tim Walz is celebrating, seeing it as a good sign for the Democrat Party. This is what I mean by him backing it up, that their brand is destroying the greenest car company, most successful green car company in the world. The anti-global warming people, the Green New Deal people are celebrating the destruction and trying to destroy the entire business.
Governor Walz saying last night he frequently checks Tesla stock, in doing so to, quote, give me a little boost during the day. How should Americans view politicians who take pride in the downfall of an American car company?
I think that's quite sad, but I think Governor Walz unfortunately is living a sad existence after his devastating defeat on November 5th.
Yeah, correct answer. He's sad. His existence is sad. Now, again, further backing up my proof that the Democrat Party's entire brand is destroying Tesla. Let's go to, I believe this is, this looks like Australia here. They are destroying, vandalizing a Tesla dealership. Here they are. Here's the French. Here's Canada nice, everybody. Canadians are so nice. What's this about?
Génération Canada.
Oh, j'en pas plein, j'en pas plein blanc. We surrender. We surrender. Peace in our time. Oh, j'en pas plein.
Un collectif de gens ordinaires qui demande que le gouvernement canadien instaure un comité de protection face aux désastres.
Canada got taken over by the French. How terrible is that? How bad are you when you get defeated, when your country is so defeated that you're speaking French?
Climatique pour protéger la population canadienne des dangers de la crise climatique. Nous avons pris action aujourd'hui parce que nous ne pouvons plus supporter de voir le profit prendre priorité sur la vie. Les milliardaires et les ultra riches sont en train de détruire notre futur pour leur propre gain. Le gouvernement canadien.
The Canadian government is choosing to invest in big companies like Tesla rather than protecting the population while hundreds of thousands of people are sick. Home and people age out and die protecting us. What a disaster. These people will never build anything in their whole dang life. Tesla rescued 4 astronauts from space that were stranded out in space while he's running Doge, while he's running 5 companies. He, with a backhand maneuver, goes back and just ho-hum, I'll rescue those astronauts that Biden will clean up your mess. He doesn't just leave a mess in his diapers. He left a mess in space. What do you guys think? What is the Democrat brand besides destroying Tesla? Right now, the Democrats have spray painted so many swastikas on Teslas. They've officially now spray painted more swastikas than the Nazis themselves did in Germany. Thanks for watching the channel. I'm Doug.